How you feel, man? This is biggest fight of your career. It's got to be.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready. It's it's going to be a good fight.
Tell me about what kind of went through your head when they called and said, "This is the fight that's going to be next for you. You're going to move up. You're going to fight for a second belt." How excited were you when you found out that was official?
I'm only thinking about my opponent, you know. I'm only thinking about to fight Michael Chandler. I'm not worried about the belt, about the fighting the another division. It's about the challenger.
How has it been to not have to worry about cutting an extra 10 pounds? Has it made your fight camp a little bit easier?
Yes, I'm not suffering too much, so it's better for me. Now I'm in full energy.
We know there's a little bit of bad blood between you guys. Can you sort of pinpoint for us where that comes from? Is it just because he has wins over your brother, or is there more
No,
to it
no,
than
no.
that?
It's not because that. Everyone knows he fought my brother 2 times and he beat him. But after the second fight, he talked shit about my family. So that's why he gonna pay.
Has having that as a motivating factor been big for you in this fight
Yeah,
camp?
that's the main motivation for that fight.
Has it made you train harder? Has it made you train differently?
Yeah.
I mean, can you tell us exactly how much harder you've gone just because of that? Because you know that you want to hurt him so badly?
Qual mais duro você foi, quanto mais você se dedicou, elabora a questão, você vê com Arizona, isolamento e tudo mais.
Então, já fazia alguns anos que eu não saía da minha cidade, do meu conforto, porque eu consigo proporcionar um treinamento lá adequado e dessa vez eu preferi o isolamento. Então eu fiquei isolado 40 e poucos dias no Arizona, numa parte mais deserta da cidade, onde não tinha ninguém, e o foco foi total no treinamento. Meus treinadores estavam comigo, então toda hora a gente estava focado, debatendo, falando sobre as estratégias, movimentos, o que podia melhorar, o que podia fazer. E o jogo está muito bem feito. A estratégia está muito bem montada.
It's been a few years since I last left my city to train, because there I have all the structure that I need, training partners, trainers, everything. But this time we decided to do something different. We came to Arizona, to Scottsdale, Arizona. We stayed in a deserted part of the town, no one there but us, and it was all about training, eating, and studying Michael Chandler. So every single day we would talk about the fight, we would go over the strategy, we would think what we should do, what we couldn't let him do. And this brought us a different focus and mindset going to this fight. It was all about the task ahead.
Are you comfortable saying this is the biggest fight in Bellator history?
Essa é a maior luta da história do Bellator.
Eu não parei para pensar, mas meu foco está totalmente voltado no meu adversário, na minha estratégia. Mas pelo que me parece, sim. Tá todo mundo comentando isso. Eu acho que estamos empatados no maior número de vitórias. Somos os dois mais antigos lutadores da organização. E acredito que, pela história que temos, é a maior luta da organização.
I didn't get to give this much thought, but I also only think about the task ahead. But from what people are talking about, everything that you see, our numbers, we're both the guys with most wins in the organization. We're both the guys who have been with the organization the longest. So if you take everything into consideration, I think yes, we can say this is the biggest fight in the organization history.
You also believe that whoever wins this fight is probably the best fighter in the history of Bellator?
Yes, for sure.
How badly do you want that to be you? I mean, I know you want to win this fight and have 2 titles, but I mean, geez, to solidify your legacy.
In my mind, I am the best fighter in Bellator history. You know? That's another thing to pegar o cinturão, mas não é meu foco.
Mas assim, o quão você quer essa vitória, entendeu? Solidificar sua posição como o melhor.
Não quero solidificar minha posição, quero bater em Michael Chandler. Meu foco é bater nele. Não estou pensando em solidificar. Dessa vez eu não estou pensando em cinturão, legado, solidificar, mostrar que eu sou o maior da organização, nada disso. Estou pensando exclusivamente em bater nele. Meu foco é totalmente em bater nele.
But this time I'm not thinking about the belt about the win, about my legacy, and solidifying my spot as the greatest in the organization, because I already know I am that. My focus is on beating up Michael Chandler. It's all about that. All that comes to my mind right now is beating him.
I know obviously there's the bad blood there, but can you tell me a little bit about what he brings to the table, what he's good at, that you might need to worry about on Saturday night?
He's a predictive fighter. He has a good right hand, so he's very dangerous on that. And his takedowns and his ground and pound is very good. So I know he's dangerous, but only this. That's all thing he has, I am okay about that.
How I know you've mentioned in a couple places that you'd be interested in winning this title to have 145 and 155 belts, and then moving down to 135 to go after a title there. How serious are you about that, and is that something that you would want to do in your next fight, no matter what happens on Saturday?
Depende do desafio. O Wolf perdeu pro japonês lá no Rising e vamos fazer a revanche aqui. Não sei o que vai acontecer nessa luta. Muitos boxeadores, eu treinei com a seleção, com vários lutadores da seleção brasileira de boxe por muitos anos lá no Rio de Janeiro, e todos eles acham que eu tenho condição de lutar, fazer luta boa. Não sei, na DAZN tem alguns lutadores aí do boxe, talvez com 2 cinturões, 3, a gente pode chamar a atenção aí e fazer um super match.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the challenge and what we have ahead of us. Because Caldwell just lost to Horiguchi in Japan, and they're gonna have a rematch. We don't know what's gonna happen from there. And there are other possibilities for me as well. For several years in my life, I trained with Brazilians from the national boxing team. I did very well against them. They all said I could have a future in boxing as well. And now we are with the zone, and they have a lot of fighters that could make for interesting matches for me. So we'll see what comes next. Maybe with 2 belts, or perhaps if I have to get a 3rd belt and get one of those big boxing fights, we could go for a super challenge. We'll see.
Will you be happy with anything other than a knockout win on Saturday night? If you have to go 5 rounds with him and it goes to a decision, are you okay with that, or would you prefer to knock him out?
Você prefere nocautear ele, ou se você ganhar uma decisão, tiver que passar 5 rounds, para você tá bom?
Tô preparado para lutar 5 rounds, mas se a luta acabar antes, não se surpreenda. Tô treinado para matar ele.
Mas você ficaria feliz de vencer de outra forma que não seja o nocaute?
Sim. Eu batendo nele, eu tô feliz.
I'm training for a 5-round war, but do not be surprised if I finish him early. But if I beat him, doesn't matter the method, I'm happy.
Quero chutar a cara dele e fazer ele ficar machucado.
I want to kick him in the face, I want to hurt him. That's all that matters to me.
After you do that, will there be any handshake between you two and squash it, or will this rivalry continue on?
Você acha que depois de você vencer ele, vocês vão apertar a mão, acabou a rivalidade, ou isso vai continuar para sempre?
Depois que bateu, tá resolvido. Depois que eu bater nele, tá resolvido.
After I beat him up, everything is solved.